Welcome back to the channel, Colts Nation. Tonight is the biggest night of the year. We are under the bright lights of Monday Night Football and the stakes have never been higher. Our legendary veteran at the most important position is making his massive home debut for 2025 at Lucas Oil Stadium. And let me tell you, the atmosphere is electric. If our star leader can't find a way to dismantle the defense tonight, our playoff hopes are essentially on life support. This is do or die for our team, and we need every ounce of energy from the crowd. Before we get into the breaking injury news and the tactical breakdown that will decide our fate, do me a massive favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel right now to stay updated on all things football, and drop a comment below with your name and the city you are watching from. I want to see where the support is coming from. Let's get right into it. This is Adam Schefter, reporting live on a pivotal Monday night matchup that carries significant weight for the AFC playoff picture. The Indianapolis Colts are set to host the white-hot San Francisco 49ers in a game that many league insiders are calling a must-win for the home squad. The headline story, without question, is the 44-year-old veteran quarterback Philip Rivers making his 2025 home debut in front of the Indianapolis faithful. After coming out of retirement to assist a team in desperate need of stability under center, Rivers has had a second full week of preparation. Sources within the building suggest the offensive game plan has been tailored specifically to his veteran processing speed, emphasizing quick releases and identifying mismatches before the snap. However, the challenge is steep. The 49ers arrive as one of the most balanced teams in the NFC, though they are dealing with their own set of significant absences. Let's break down the inactive list, which was just released by both organizations, as these names will dictate the tactical flow of tonight's contest. For the Colts, the most concerning omission is starting left tackle Bernhard Raimann. Raymond has developed into the anchor of this offensive line alongside future Hall of Famer Quentin Nelson. Without Raymond, the Colts are expected to start Luke Tenuta. This creates a massive point of vulnerability against a San Francisco defensive front that, while statistically low on sacks this year with only 16, still possesses elite individual talent. If Tenuta cannot hold the edge, Rivers, who at 44 lacks the mobility to escape a collapsing pocket, could be in for a long evening. On the defensive side for Indianapolis, the secondary takes a hit. Cornerback Sauce Gardner is officially inactive, which should not come as a total surprise given his status throughout the week, but it nonetheless leaves a massive void in the secondary. The Colts are also looking at linebacker Jalen Carley's remaining on the inactive list as a healthy scratch for the second consecutive week. This is a move that has raised eyebrows across the league. Given Indy's documented struggles with coverage at the second level, choosing to sit Carley suggests that the coaching staff either has a very specific package in mind for tonight, or there are internal concerns regarding his current fit in the scheme. On a positive note, the defense sees the long-awaited return of DeForest Buckner. Buckner is a force multiplier. His presence alone requires double teams, which should theoretically liberate Laiatu to generate the kind of pass rush that has been missing in recent weeks. Against Brock Purdy, interior pressure is the absolute key to forcing turnovers. Turning our attention to the 49ers, they are not without their struggles. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall is out with knee and ankle injuries. Pearsall has been a reliable safety valve for Purdy this season, hauling in 31 catches for over 440 yards. His absence, combined with cornerback Renardo Green missing the game due to a neck injury, gives the Colts a fighting chance. San Francisco will likely lean on Darrell Luter Jr. to fill the void in the secondary, a matchup that Rivers and his receiving corps must exploit if they want to stay ahead of the chains. From a statistical perspective, the keys to an Indianapolis victory lie in the hands of Jonathan Taylor. The all-star running back must be the engine of this offense. With a backup left tackle and an aging quarterback, the Colts cannot afford to become one-dimensional. Taylor needs to surpass the 100-yard mark to keep the 49ers defense honest. Historically, when Taylor dominates the time of possession, the Colts' win probability increases by nearly 40%. Rivers' job tonight isn't to be a hero, it's to be a distributor. He needs to use his immense football IQ to navigate a San Francisco defense that ranks last in the league in sacks, but remains disciplined in their zone drops. Financially and strategically, this game has massive implications for the Colts front office. A win keeps the season alive and justifies the veteran-heavy approach they took at the trade deadline and with the Rivers signing. A loss, however, could trigger a shift in philosophy heading into the 2026 offseason, especially regarding the salary cap allocation for aging veterans. The playoff percentage for the Colts currently sits at a precarious level. A win tonight boosts those odds to roughly 45%, while a loss drops them into the single digits, essentially ending the competitive phase of their season. In terms of the matchup, watch the battle in the trenches. If Quentin Nelson can mask the deficiencies at left tackle and provide Rivers with a clean pocket, the veteran has shown he can still carve up defenses. But if the 49ers find their pass rushing rhythm for the first time this season tonight, it could be a catastrophic night for the Horseshoe. We are also monitoring the return of return specialist Coleman Owen, who takes over for Anthony Gould. Field position will be paramount in what projects to be a tight, low-scoring affair. Both teams are entering a gridiron war with mountainous implications. The lights are on, the stage is set, and the veteran quarterback is ready to prove that age is just a number. Stay tuned as we see if the Colts can pull up the upset of the year on Monday Night Football.